How are we doing? T minus 28 minutes until we get ourselves a Q3 round 11, the Austrian Grand Prix, and I'm here for it. Come off the mouth, come off the man, eh? You know what I mean? Maximilian Verstappen settings potentially, unless it is not, and it's McLaren and Lando and Oscar potentially. It's all going to get techie. I saw this incident in F2 and it looks like chaos. Chat, we'll talk about it. I took a screenshot very quick. I was like, holy smoke, the halo. How very dare I or you or we say anything bad about the halo? Do you know what I mean? Not at this stage. That thing saved so many bloody lives. Like, mention no names, 2021, Monza, Lewis Hamilton, Halgar and who? There was another one, wasn't there? There's so many. I mean, there's a long, long list. And again, I was one of the muggles that thought that, oh no, don't put the halo on. That'll ruin the aesthetic of the cars. What are you talking about, Cameron? I've never heard so much rubbish in my life. And again, I've got to bring myself to the pulpit of truth and repent for my forecasting sins. What do you mean? Unbelievable. Quite astounding, really, if we're being honest, that once upon a time genuinely is a thing as to whether the halo was or wasn't going to get through. Martin Brundle was saying a similar thing, wasn't he? You'll recall that this is all chaos. There's always going to be a risk as far as open cockpit carring racing. It's always going to be a thing, though. I don't know, chat. It's techier than techier things. Look at this chap with the fantasy deadline. Bloody Nora. And right, we need to consider. You guys are legends. I appreciate you joining me each and every single time. We are T minus 26 minutes away. The story of FP has been, as it always is, that there is a chap called Lando Norris. And when there is Son's pressure circumstance, when he can go free, probably is the quickest in that MCL 339, probably 9 times out of 10 quicker than the one that they call OJ Piastri. Probably, quite possibly. However, when all of a sudden it's Q3 and we're racing for a championship and he's 22 points adrift and he's got it, then let's see how Lando Norris goes. Then that's the $64,000 question. That's the exam question. And I don't know. Chat. I don't know how this is going to work. We'll see. We shall see. Imminently, it's going to get techie again. For the avoidance of doubt, we are T minus 25 minutes till we get ourselves a cheeky qualifying session. Best part of the race weekend for me, guys, if I'm honest. There's my things bloody playing nonsense games. Who would be who likes technology? Not me. Not me at all. Sky Sports F1 is just firing up. Right, let me get you guys on. What's going on, Crackosaurus? You're a legend. Joe, Benzie, Michael. You guys are legends, one and all. Proper legends. I'm grateful to each and every single one of you. Properly, Benzie. Look at this intro to the Austrian Grand Prix. Don't hate it. Mood, how are you getting on, chap? Rafa. Brett, legend as always. David Hughes, always. Almost civilized stuff. Right, go on then. Let's get into it. What do we need to know? So, if past this prologue, it looks like this could be a Max Verstappen qualifying session. However, your boy needs to get out his where's the old phone? If I see any more 18 to 1s, chat. Not that I'm a betting degenerate or anything, but 18 to 1 Max Verstappen. Last time I checked, to drop it on poll, of course, last time I checked it was 3 to 1, meaning therefore that 20% of the time or 25% of the time Maximilian Verstappen puts it on. But I don't trust. Dustin Fumbles. Go on then. Let's get it on. This is the first vote of the day. I need you guys to tell me who's going to drop this on poll. 107 of you in chat concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. No rain, not just yet. Did you hear Karin Chanduk say that the free practice championship record? We'll get into it. Right, in the first instance. You guys tell me. 131 of you watching concurrently, do me a favour, let's get those lights up. It's important, more important than I give it credit. Nice scenic intro. It was good, wasn't it, Benzie? I didn't mind that. Very apropos. Those bloody Mercedes. Go on then, let's go through it. Max Verstappen doesn't miss around here, not too often at least. Over the past five iterations. Hang on. Oh yeah, listen to Natalie Pinkham. Go on, and here's what you need to know. This is important. Past winners around here. 24 last year, of course, it was George Russell. Fortuitous circumstances when the top two in Max and Lando took each other out, or Lando took out Max, one of them. Max Verstappen won in 2-3. In 22 was Charles Leclerc, god tier performance from the monogased modern day Jean Alesi. In 21 it was Max and then the Styrian Grand Prix, same track, different time. It was also Max Verstappen. Pole sitters, however, 24. Do you see that? Wow. 17-7. Corinne Chandler just said a stat that's important. If we're talking about Lando Norris delivering on his not insubstantial potential, here's what it is. In the first two qualifiers, remember it's Q1, Q2, Q3. In the first two portions of qualifying, the first two sessions, Lando Norris leads Oscar Piastri 17-7. Crackosaurus, you're an absolute legend. So far too kind. Far too kind. Out here gifting memberships. Grab some of that, what Crackosaurus is putting in there. If indeed you want access to emojis, priority in the chat as per usual, access to the Discord, and a cheeky newsletter on the community tab. However, Crackosaurus, I'm indebted, grateful in perpetuity ad infinitum. 17 versus 7 is what Lando leads Oscar Piastri in Q1 and Q2. In Q3, however, it's 8-4. It's like all the way through free practice and qualifying 1 and 2, Lando Norris is the apex predator, the quickest. But all of a sudden, when you have the Q3 pressure, the equation flip reverses, and Oscar Piastri, by dint of his ability to execute in the most pressurized of circumstances, do like the greats do and pull out of themselves, extract out of themselves the very best when they need it most. Oscar Piastri goes and takes it out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what Lando Norris needs to address for now. Lando, do not wait, sir. Do not miss yourself another championship, because again, the story of Lando Norris's career very well could be, when all is said and done, is one of seizing defeat from the jaws, no more's of victory. We are, for the avoidance of doubt, T-minus 20 minutes away from a cheeky qualifying session. Oh, the humanity. Gonna get techie out here, chat. He's gonna get techie. I'm nervous. Tell me that this ain't the best part of the race weekend as well. I know that sounds blasphemous, but I'm a firm believer in it. I am indeed. I'm a believer. I think that's just the honest truth. Qualifying, it's pant-wettingly exciting. You know what I mean? Right, we are T-minus 20 minutes. What do I need to show you? There's a couple of things that I can show you. Right, here were, oh gosh, we've got George again talking about his future at Mercedes, if indeed he will have one. Just as I was about to show you some odds. Dustin confused. Yeah, very good, Nando. Dustin confuses F3 qualifying. Love you guys. You're a legend, Crackosaurus. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And I make no apologies for labouring this point. This channel ceases to exist without your guys' hard work, your show up ability, availability. South Acura legend. Darius, legendary settings. Talking to George Russell about his victory around here last year. Luck, circumstance. Luck. It is the best, isn't it, Crackosaurus? I'm nervous already. Palm sweaty, mom spaghetti. It's going to get... you only get one chance to blow. Do not miss this opportunity. Eminem. 8 mile settings. Wait, let me have a gander. If I see... I might have to do some... If I see Max Verstappen is like a big outsider to drop this on pole. 3-1, chat. Let's do the maths. And Lando Norris is evens. Oh, the humanity. But look at the evidence of the most recent ones. 2024, Max Verstappen pole. 23, Max Verstappen pole. 22, Max Verstappen pole. 21, Max Verstappen pole twice. Max Verstappen poled it by 0.404 last season. I can't, chat. I can't. This is not financial advice, but I don't know. I just think that's betting baloney. Why? Why do they not put respect on Max Verstappen's name? It's as if they don't watch. I think Peter D. Windsor's right. The odds makers just don't. They're not paying attention, are they? 30. How you doing, Jack E. Chan? Love it. Love it. Toto going, whoa, Max, I don't hate it. Let's not discount King George, despite his boss spurring him for Max. Like he's got, oh my gosh, out of the humanity. I'm thinking, chat. T-minus 17 minutes away from a cheeky quali. They should actually play the Eminem song, mate. A bit of you better lose yourself at the start. Oh my gosh, that would raise the tension ever so slightly. Love me some Eminem, Dre, Tupac, Snoop's legendary storytellers. I'm a bit partial to the old Nausea, New York State of Mind. One of the greatest pieces of, 2 or 3 stanza in hip hop history, Crackosaurus, not bad. And a bit of Notorious B.I.G., partial. Some of the best. I put Hosen NY onto DK NY, Miami DC, prefer Versace. Awfully. Go with Moschino. Every cootie with a coochie with a coochie. I'm a bit partial. I can't lie. I make no apology for that. Sometimes. Anti-up. Oh, Anti-up would be good. I don't know though, Prank. Not better than Eminem. I'm not even a big Eminem fan. He's the worst thing. Is that the cadence of his lyrics like throws me off a little bit. He doesn't blend in like a Nas as another instrument per se, but he's still got some of the best tracks that have ever been written in hip hop, right? All right. We are T-minus 15 minutes. Yeah, you did ask Toto, and Toto said what he always says, that he wants Max Verstappen. Cam, Stroll quali prediction. Will he make it through to Q3? He's looked good all the time, but I think his problem for which he needs to solve is not dissimilar to Lando's. Looks good, and then when it's crunch time and everybody turns up their engines to 12, it's like, where is he? Don't know. Right, here we go. Your boy might have to put some money to this. But right, whatever. Bear with, chat. I will be with you, I promise you. Let's get Max 1 Yuki. Can you imagine if he could go to 6th? I think we should all celebrate if he can get it into 6th. Oh, come on, please. Current joking about complexities as far as ironing the deal out, mate. There it is, chat. Max Verstappen qualifying 3-1. 3. I need to start pronouncing my thus better. Karen's theory valid. I don't know what he's on about, Benzie. I feel like they need something to talk to. Method man, METHOD man. So it's not a bad poet. That method man is. Hey, we're on a brunch of I know, Sebastian. I know. Excuse me. We're not. Mohammed Ben Salah. You'll forgive me for indulging in the modern day Shakespeare's of the postmodern day era. Do you know what I mean? I think some of you would really like REN. If you don't know, I'll check him out. Or her. Anyone's seen Angela with Lewis this weekend? I don't know what's going on. Benzie, I'm not even allowed to talk about Lewis because they'll get the channel banned. Don't want to talk about it. Do you know what I mean? Sadly, remember Benzie before we talked about the truth, the light of truth, sometimes making mugs out of people. Mention their names. NRGM9739. Sometimes you will say things and then ultimately it needs no argument because the ultimate eventualities will call out the people who were wrong. Do you know what I mean? We can't all be on the right side of history, sadly. Sonny will do better. Oh my God, Sonny, what's his face from the F1 movie? I need to go and watch it at some point. Anthony D having a look at Lando Norris struggling through turn 3. Lots of it was messy, wasn't it? FP3. Charles Leclerc struggling with rear grip. Turn 3 again. T-minus 11 minutes away, by the way, chat. The metrics that you can see on your screen, as always, brought to you by Multiview. If you've got a cheeky desktop or a PC, then do yourself a favour. Download it on there. Support them because they support us. And then in the second instance, this is FP3, metrics that you can see to your left and to your right. As soon as possible, I'll update it to Quali metrics. I'm nervous, chat. What is going on? In fact, let me do it now. It should be available. Why am I so nervous and why are my palms sweaty, mum spaghetti? I'll be back. We need to get ourselves qualifying metrics, don't we? First set today, struggling. Say Ferrari. Here we go. There we go. Bosh, let's go. Let's go. Q1 tight, so you're going to have to do 2 runs, aren't they? These guys and girls. Going to get techier than techie things. 2 tenths isn't that bad, honestly. It's too hot. Not wearing my flat cap. I don't hate it. I hope Alonso has a good showing. Me too. Wagwan. Stutter ranking. Wagwan. Soon forward, stutter. Soon forward. Well, all interested unlockers, current included. This is his stomping ground, Anthony Davidson. I mean, if he can get it done at Suzuka. I think the problem is for Max Verstappen, it's Oscar that's not making mistakes. I guarantee at some point in this qualifying, not necessarily in Q3, but Lando will make himself a mistake. He will. Look at Alonso on the scooter. Since when at Fernando? Did he used to take the mick out of Lewis for being on that scooter? That's hilarious. Techier than humanity. People experience nervousness as a natural response to perceived threats and challenging situation, triggering the body's stress. Now, I hear you, Macon. I think you're right. T-minus 8 minutes, 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, and breathe. Let's go. Let's go. Ugh. Right. Okay. What can I show you? Here's what's important. Since we're doing stats, can we get some stats on the go? No, he's mashed it up. No, let's not do that, Cameron. I tried, chat. I did try. Let me have a go. Let me see what I can show you. Bang, we can do that one. We can do that one. Oh, Sky Sports F1's audio's gone. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Don't mind me. I'll be on the other side. From pole, 50% of the wins have come at the Austrian Grand Prix. 25% from P3, only 15% from P2. Max Verstappen has the most poles with 5. I want to say that's the last 5 times that we've been at the Austrian Grand Prix. Techier than techie things. No. Here you go. Should we do some odds? Let's have a look at the odds. These are the odds of winning the race. And then these were the odds of pole. Remember, that's changed ever so slightly. Lando Norris is currently favourites for pole, 36.5%. Now, however, for the race win, Oscar Piastri has the whip hand. Oh, the humanity. Here is there's your qualifying heads-to-heads. Lando Specialist 7-1, barely beaten by a teammate only once. George Russell 7-1. Hulkenberg has won 7, beaten his teammate 7 times, only lost 1 of 8. Maximilian Verstappen, of the 12 times that he's competed around the Austrian Grand Prix, the Red Bull Ring, has only lost twice. Here are your upgrades. Ferrari trying to sort out their instability at the rear, make the suspension more rigid, therefore broadening the operating window and being able to run the car lower. That's what they've brought. Brand new rear suspension, brand new floor, some say. Here's another picture of it, courtesy of somebody on the Twitters. And here's also what you need to know. This is important, more than the Ferrari upgrade. Check out that. Austrian Grand Prix 2024. The delta between pole Max Verstappen and the second place man was 0.404. That's nearly half a second, ladies and gentlemen of the F1 jury. Oh, the humanity. And here's the thing that I keep looking at, telling you guys about. The last 5 Grand Prix, Austrian Grand Prix pole sitters have been Max. Valtteri Bottas. So the last 4 times that we've been around here, or 5 times even, not counting the fact that we were around here twice in 2021, Maximilian Verstappen. The last 5 race wins, George, Max, Charles, Max, Bottas, you get where we're going with that type of thing. It's chaotic. Max don't do too badly around here is the point to which I allude. Right, let's get ourselves some... Oh, let's go and breathe. We are T-minus 5 minutes away from a qualifying session. Oh, the humanity. Glaze Central. I mean, is it glaze if it's based in truth and fact? If it's historic, is it glaze, Joe? I used to study history, me, back in the day. And objectivity, you've got to state the facts and then give your opinion on it, right? But the two of them are separate things. They are separate. Where's Tony in here to talk about some physics peer reviews? You know what I mean? This level of glaze is a diabolical nightmare, says he. If it's fact, is it glaze? Open, non-rhetorical question. Max to spin again, potentially, Caroline. We'll see, eh? That was uncharacteristic from Max, to be fair. Crackosaurus out here sending memberships. You're a legend. And breathe. 250 of you in the chat currently. Do us a favour. Let's get to 100 likes. I'm hearing that helps the channel massively, more than you might realise, as we are T-minus 4 minutes away from round 11, qualifying Oh the Humanity, the best portion, by my humble opinion, of the entire race weekend. It is the Spielberg Ring, Österreich Ring, Austria, round 11. It's going to get techie. Here's what you need to know. 4.3 kilometers, 340 kilometers per hour top speed, track lap record 102.939, elevation 63 meters, 71 laps, race lap record is 105 point something. Glaze the facts. See what it says. C3, C4, C5. No C6. Interesting. Too challenging a circumstance. Only 10 turns. But some of them, especially those in sector 2 and sector 3, medium to high speed, meaning they're too demanding for the more vulnerable, fragile C6 compound tyre. Quick, but more deggy. Everyone makes mistakes, but Lando makes them at critical mode. 100%, 1000%. You're a legend out here, Jomo. Drop in the members. If you want to become a member, of course, feel free to click. If you are that way inclined, of course, no obligation, but there is a join button somewhere at the bottom of your screen. Click it to get priority in the chat each and every single time. Oof. Let's go. Let us go. Track temperature, Crunch Handuk says up to 48 degrees. As at the time of writing, Crunch Handuk, you're 7.7 degrees Celsius, shy of the truth. Track temperature, 40, look at that, it's just changed. 46.8 degrees Celsius, 27.4 ambient, 34% humidity. Wind coming in from the southwest, 4 kilometers per hour. And I'm nervous, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to be a heathen and Neanderthal man and drink out of the carton again. Mama Cameron hates it, by the way, when I do this, but sometimes, due to lack of preparation, failing to prepare is too. Let us go. How are we getting on in the poll? 51% of you think Max Verstappen has the whip hander. 25% of you think Oscar. Only 20% think Lando. Oh, the humanity. I'm going to burn in here. But give us a second. I'm just going to open a window. Like we said, fail to prepare is to... Come on, Cameron, sort your life out. Bear with me, baby. Ted Kravitz alluding to the fact that we've got a delay, so it won't be in the usual T minus no minutes. It was a big accident, unbelievable, crazy accident. God, let me see if I can get myself a potential injury and unaliving themselves. It was chaos. The Halo is the best safety invention that's happened in the past few years. Let me show you guys this. Going to be chaos around here, you know. Very, very congested. M25 settings for those of you who are in the UK. It's going to be really, really there's not enough length and breadth on this track to fit 20 cars. As the Austrian contingent, the Orange Army are in full throttle, full of voice. Right, I can do this. You can do this, Cameron. Come on. This is the accident, the F2 incident, and this is the reason why Halo saves lives. We should be thankful that muggles like myself and Brundle didn't get our way, and that the aesthetic of the F1 cars in the modern day era was deprioritised to safety. Put the bloody Halo on and let's save some lives. Friend of the channel, Peter D. Windsor, says, for the avoidance of doubt, that you can never make F1 too safe. He's been to a double-digit number of funerals of friends who have lost their lives in the sporting endeavour we call F1, chariots of fire settings, and you never want to understate that. But yet and still, what we can't afford to do in Formula One is have any more serious injuries going forward, or at the very least we need to minimise. It's always going to be dangerous, right? Always, but we need to minimise for that. And I concur 1000% with Mr. Peter D. Windsor. Some respect on his name. Yet another life potentially that the Halos saved. F2 techier than techie things. Go on then, let's go. Can Max Verstappen do 0.4 quicker than Lando and Oscar again? I don't know. 0.4 would be. Can you imagine if he pulls it out and does another God tier one like that? Is it just me, or when they zoom in to the drivers' faces while they wait for practice to start, Max is just different? There seems to be a lax of focus. Other guys don't have a laser focus. I hear you. I hear you. I do hear you. And now that I've opened the window, you can hear my little man making noise. I'm shaking. Oh my gosh, mood. Me and you both. Come on, let's get to it now. Sonny Hayes agrees. The crash happened at 20 miles an hour. Did it really? I mean, it doesn't need to happen at any more than that, right? If the car is on top of you. Roman Grosjean agrees completely. Craig Sauce, I never state this about it, but there are good and bad things on both the west and the east. We can learn from. I don't know what you guys are referring to. Will I cry again, Spicy says, if George does another God tier lap? Not really, mate. I mean, you can leverage a bit of poetic license. Was I upset that Max didn't put another God tier one in? A little bit. If you hadn't noticed, I'm quite a big fan of Max Verstappen because of the moments that he's provided me with over the past, let's say, I don't know, 4 years maybe. Nervous, chap. Really nervous. Who's praying for rain, Richard? The Orange Army will be. Doesn't look like rain though. It looks fantastic out there at the moment. Green light. T minus 17 minutes left on the docket. Nervous. Nervous. Why are you upset with George? I thought you wanted F1 drivers to push to the limit. Spicy, you put the words in my mouth, mate. I just responded to it. Don't get 9739. Don't let me have to 10-7 you again like we did earlier on. Don't put the words in my mouth. Upset is a very different adjective as versus pleased for Max Verstappen. Spicy, you said, why did you get upset? See, internet trolls, Spicy, will do this. Have you noticed, Spicy? Internet trolls will try and put words in your mouth and then say that you said, when it wasn't you that said, it was them that said. T minus 17 minutes left on the docket. Behave yourself, Spicy. You know what I mean? Behave yourself. I need to delay my timings. 70 by 60 seconds. By an additional 60 seconds. It's 45. Bear with me. I'm just trying to sync my timings. You guys are legends, by the way. I make no apologies for making this point. Do me a favour, per Douglas, the legend that is, and smash the like button, please. It means more than you might realise. Lest you wish for the YouTube paymasters to think that we're out here talking rubbish. Bro, I had no idea that the accident happened, by the way. I just so happened to be working hard on a new Halo. Look at that, Crackosaurus. Apropos, eh? Very apropos. Cameraman, you're a legend. The amped life cameraman, you're the guy out here in South Africa. Let's go. We need your voice to bring back F1. Back to Kailami. Oof. If he does come back here for the avoidance of doubt, we'll host you for the right. You're a legend, the amped life. I appreciate it. Listen, the Kailami, South Africa, that Grand Prix has to happen though. It does have to happen. To be a truly global championship. Can you be global really if you don't visit every continent? Mention no names Africa, surely. Right, let's go. Right, nicely synced up now. Nervous. Go on then. So right, Q1. T minus 14 minutes and 52 seconds left on the docket. Alex Albon currently nails it on a purple sector, but you have yourself. Look, everybody's out for it, right? You might need to do 2 laps around here. And don't forget the risk of a cheeky yellow/red flag that will disrupt at any given moment. Any given Sunday. Yeah, it was a serious crash here. Lance Stroll, 106. So currently runners and riders with T minus 14 minutes and 20 seconds left on the docket. Esteban Ocon tops your timing sheets with a 105.745. Albon sits in second. 2.5 tenths adrift on a 106.015. Then you've got Stroll, Sainz, now Pierre Gasly on a 106.24, 264 even. Behrman, Alonso, well, Colapinto, there you go, 107. So the rest have yet to set times. Everybody's going out on a soft compound size. Soft S in this case is C5, no longer the C6. Too challenging a circumstance is the Spielberg ring. I was born in South Africa. Let's go. 100% Hungarian, living in Alberta now. Fun facts you need to. Let's go, Tony. Physician extraordinaire. Do you know what I mean? F1 absolutely must have races in there. 100% Macon. I don't even think it's an argument at this point. Bring Kailami back. Early 90s, we were there last. Can you be truly global if you don't race across all the continents? Non-rhetorical question, for which we all know the answer. 13 minutes and 16 seconds left on the docket. I don't believe it. No one could be his fan after seeing the pathetic racecraft as he desperately sees defeat from the jaws of the SD Dub. Oh, are you talking about Lando Norris? Oh yeah, track infringements too much. Turn 4, a contour that fades away as you're desperately trying to tug the car under load to the apex. Cheeky right-hander, deceptively so, but that's where all the track infringements are going to come. A couple of years back, it was into 4 digits, wasn't it? 1,200 track infringements that they needed to go investigate after the session, after the race even. 115.6 pole positions, 4-2. I love that Kurun Chanduk metric that I keep writing down. That in Q1 and Q2, Lando Norris leads Oscar Piastri 17-7. Then all of a sudden, when it gets to Q3, Oscar takes the lead 18-4 on board with Max Verstappen. For some say, soon to be 5-time champion. Savaganda. This could be critical, chat. Go on then. Max on a toe. Gets a cheeky toe from Kimi Antonelli going into 3. Fastest. 16-3 chat from Max Verstappen. But again, oh yeah, no, but quicker than, look at that. I wonder how much of that is toe. Lando Norris was the slowest of the McLaren drop. Oh no, big issue from Max Verstappen. And he didn't manage to style it out this time. It would have taken a massive lap time hit. 3 tenths adrift now. Max Verstappen. Oh, It looks like Lando Norris has the whip hand. As you'd expect, since it's Q1, is he going to get himself another cheeky toe? Yeah, get Sportoletto another cheeky toe. Oof, he's on it, isn't he? Oh, chat. So Lando Norris has the whip hand at the altar of Maximilian Verstappen's mistake, but 5/10 adrift. Oh, the humanity, you Manch. What are we doing? What are we doing? And Piastri drops the ball in Charles Leclerc up to third. So the current top three looks like this. Lando Norris has the whip hand on a 104.7 as near as makes no difference. Max Verstappen a 105.1. Piastri in the gravel doing sector 2. Hamilton up to P3. Oh, the humanity, 2/10 quicker than Charles Leclerc, aka modern day Charles Lazy. I do not hate that. Love watching you, Cameron, first time on live stream. You're a legend, Davey. I appreciate you. Sorry, David. Look at me. Davey. What an absolute joker. Davey hates you, a legend. I appreciate you massively. Do me a favour, smash the like, guys. We're going deep. Purple sectors this year, each and every single time. T-minus 10 minutes on the docket. In this, the first session, first qualifying session, mind. Round 11, the Austrian Grand Prix. Lando Norris has the whip hand, as you would expect him to. If past his prologue, we're on board with Kimi Antonelli, who's going for it. But if past his prologue, 17 versus 7 is how much Lando Norris leads his teammate Oscar Piastri in Q1 and Q2 sessions. Flip reverse that on its head. Q3, Oscar Piastri season today is beating Lando Norris 18-4 in Q3. Tells you all you need to know. When the pressure happens, it's a different equation for which Lando will need to solve. On board with Carlos Sainz. Let's go, Carlito. Vamos, Carlito. But he's dropped the ball in sector 1, hasn't he? Cheeky mistake, as you boys about to see. Dave, are you a legend? No, Dave, I prefer to get things right. When people call me out of my name, I don't like it, so I can't do it to other people. Fast as ever, Spielberg 102.9. Mama coughing. Oh, Fernando, no, that's gone now. Turn 4 is always going to be techie, falling away from the apex. Thank you, Dave, you're a legend. I apologise to no one other than Mama Cameron for being a Neanderthal and drinking out of the carton. T-minus 8 minutes left on the docket in a drop zone. Remember, for the avoidance of doubt, the bottom 5 will go out and not make it through to Q2. There are 3 qualifying sessions. Q1, Q2, Q3. This is Q1. Colapinto, currently not having set a lap time. He needs to get through, doesn't he, Franco? Fighting for his life. Piastri goes second. Bloody no, look at that. 4/10 adrift. That's where is that? It's a quick lap from Lando. And nothing special with the engines, because Lando and Oscar have done the same time through the speed trap. So too Max Verstappen, 318 kilometers an hour each. Antonelli fastest through the speed trap, doing a 320 kilometers per hour. That's not the quickest. That's not the first time that we'll see that, nor probably the last. Kimi Antonelli is a minimum speed merchant, is he not? Mention no names. The Italian Grand Prix 2024 FP1. Currently in the drop zone then. Where's Franco Colapinto gone? What's gone on there? Up to 12th. Carlos Sainz Jr. Over to you, sir. Come on, mate. 10 a.m. in the morning. You're a legend, Dave. That's commitment still. I'm based. I'm a biased Lewis Hamilton supporter. He can do nothing wrong. Let's go. Bran, you won't be the first nor the last. Mama Cameron is right there with you. Morocco, once upon a time, had a Formula 1 race. It's a beautiful country. I mean, get put on there as well, Sebastian, with wonderful food. If they did a track in the Mediterranean in the back, donate that, Sebastian. But it will require money and infrastructure, especially as they're looking at Thailand. Thailand looking to inject anywhere up to $1 billion to have a race in Thailand. I mean, can we see a 128? Oof. This is going to get a podium tomorrow. Dave. Oh, Dave. I don't think this is the track. I think if you're going to see it around then, it maybe next weekend, Dave. Maybe next weekend is Lewis back. I'll tell you what makes me happy, chap, as far as Lewis, that he's in 4th and that Charles Leclerc is in 9th. If Lewis can get within 2/10 of Charles Leclerc around here, a track where Charles Leclerc is very good, was not a specialist, not quite Lando or Max levels. Charles won around here before. If Charles can win around here and then Lewis get within a 10th or 2 of him, I'll take it, Dave. Very much. These McLarens, man, I know they're quick, aren't they? Go on then. Maximilian Verstappen on a cheeky outlap. T minus 5 minutes left on the ducket. Drop zone looks like this. It is Stroll. It is Albon in 17th. It's Behrman. It is Fernando Alonso. It is Carlos Sainz Jr. I thought Fabio still had it wrong there too. Jonathan, wealthy settings. Let's go. Jack was better. Called it wrong. I don't know. Jack. Oof. Carlos Sainz is on it. Look at this. Alex Albon goes 5th. Oh. Go on then, Carlos. Up to you, mate. How are you going to let Alex Albon go up to 5th and you're only in 15th? That's chaos, chat. What is Carlos Sainz playing at here? Have they sabotaged him? Have they turned down his engine, or is that just yet another mistake? T minus 4 minutes left on the docket. Oh, for crying out loud, Carlos. Flipping Nora. Massive snap oversteer moment. He has been he's very trigger happy with his throttle application, isn't he? This Carlos Sainz fella. Come on, Carlos. Your missus is like crossing her fingers and her toes that you can get through at the very least. She can't even hide it, desperately Bester. You know what I mean? She's seen herself on camera. She's trying to act natural. And then you get the old pursed lips, one of these. The pursed lip smile is as big an indication that somebody's nervous and or anxious as you could get. One of these, not fair. A John Doe Dunn comes out of nowhere and puts a mega practice session. How fast is that car? For F's sake, it's quick, much. Alex Dunn. Lando Norris is done. Bro, Sainz looks so confident in the paddock. What happened? I know, mate. It's not looking good, cracker sauce. I'm going to have to eat some humble pie again. Go on then. With T minus 2 minutes and 59 seconds left on the docket. Those. Your drivers currently in the drop zone are Hulkenberg, Ocon, Stroll, Behrman, Alonso, Sainz, man. He's going to have to go again, isn't he? Carlos, why are you here again, sir, in 15th? Crying out loud. I think those, anyone between 10th and 15th probably still at risk. There's not a massive gap. Look at that. 0.3 of a second. I think most of those are going to improve. Showing his goal right after his criminal. All cinematic, Easy G. What's sad is that they see themselves on the camera, right? So she's looking and then she sees the camera zoomed in on her and then you get the nervous, anxious disposition. Science is sad because the whole Ferrari... Yeah, I think he is. Oh, no. As an unofficial representative of the Lewis Hamilton fan, we are simply focused on first. Who is Charles? Let's go. Go on, him. T minus 1 minute and 55 seconds left on the docket, and I'm nervous. I'm more nervous than nervous. Things. Oof. Careful, Ocon. You don't want it. If there's a yellow flag now, it's chaos. Up to 13th goes Esteban Ocon. What's going on with Yuki? Yuki goes purple sector 1, but then yellow, yellow, yellow. Micro sector, by the way. Carlos is gone. Come on then, Carlos. All eyes on Carlos. Now down to 16th in the drop zone. Gets usurped by Franco Colapinto. Oh, the humanity, Carlos. No, Carlos, please. There's 1 minute and 9 seconds left on the docket. Oh, Mark, no, thank you, mate, for watching. Mark from LA. You're a true legend. You're a true legend, sir. Gerhard Berger looks calm. Fernando Alonso. Let's go, Fernie. Alonso up into 8th. Let's go, Fernando. That's why we look at that head-to-head, right, to see how well or poorly these guys have done historically versus their teammates. And Fernando, if I recall correctly, isn't too bad. It's all about Carlos Sainz, though, here. Max Verstappen is on a lap. Go on, then. Let's have a look at... Max Verstappen goes... Oh, shoot. Yuki done. No, Yuki. No, that's it. Done for Yuki. How sad is that? 17th. The second seat at Red Bull. Kerr strikes again. Although Pierre Gasly goes up to 4th. Check that out, chat. Kimi Antonelli on sector 1 goes purple. Franco Colapinto goes quicker still up to 12, fighting for his life. Carlos Sainz goes green in sector 1, 16.4, only 0.06 adrift of the race lead. Max Verstappen goes up to 6th. What? Oh, sorry, Isaac Hadjar goes up to 5th. Max Verstappen goes down to 6th. Go on then, Carlos. Oh no, George Russell on for 1 as well. Go on, George Russell going quicker. 16.3 first sector, 29.3. Cheeky mistake in sector 2. This could be enough for... No, this will be all right. Okay, up to 11th only for George Russell. Let's go, King George. Don't hate that. All eyes on Carlos Sainz now, though. Antonelli up to 10th. All eyes on Carlos Sainz. No, Carlos Sainz is the yellow. He's at risk. Carlos Sainz stays in 19th. For crying out loud, Carlos. What are we doing, chap? Bringing shame on the family name is what you're doing, Carlos. That's not good enough, chap. That's 3 consecutive Q1. Is that Carlos Sainz or is that Checo Perez? I cannot tell the difference as far as their performance. That's poor, that. That's poor. So go on. Some big hitters are out in Q1. How sad is this? The rookies are putting some respect on their own names. Look at that. Behrman through. Albon through. Not that he's a rookie. Lawson up into 3rd. What? What? Hadjar. This is the rookie era. This is the rookie era. Sonoda on the radio. I didn't have any front grip, bro. I didn't have any front grip, bro. Oh my gosh. It's a good shout. You can look at the time. Oh my God, it's the time. Because it's a congested lap, right? Only 10 turns. Yuki Tsunoda was only, and it is a 65 seconds lap. So in terms of super times, you've got to account for that. But Yuki, only 0.25, less than 0.3 adrift of Max Verstappen. Oh, the humanity. That was close. I had no front grip, bro. That's going to be the meme, isn't it? Breathe. You ready for this, chat? Palms are sweaty, mum's spaghetti. I'm nervous. I'm really, really nervous. Okay, so I think we're going to need for McLaren to make some mistakes here. Over to you, Lando. Go on then, Lando. What have you got in your chap? Have you got another cheeky mistake of the unforced variety, have you? Have you really? I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. How are you feeling? Are you guys getting like the sweaty palm treatment? I'm like, I don't know. I'm nervous. Right, let's go. We're a couple of minutes away from Q2. Excuse my silence. Right, let's go. We have arrived. Delaney, I'm nervous, like my bloody shoulders. I know. I need to be as stoic as Oscar. Sights over the radio, mate. There's damage in the car. Well, Carlos, it's not undrivable because Albon. Where did Albon put it in 9th? My first beer, not even emotionally invested yet, James. I am. No, Liam Lawson in 3rd. Don't hate that. Who knew? We thought he was washed, but he thought differently. Remember how people used to say they put Lawson in the 2nd seat because Yuki will be a threat to yeah, Terry, flipping Laura. The light of truth will make mugs of the abbots of unreason. Do you know what I mean? Oh, the humanity. I just can't believe. And again, shout out to Peter Wins, a friend of the channel, right? Another one that he's gotten right. He said that Carlos should go to Audi Sauber now. Just kick Sauber Steak or whatever their name is and build himself another team. Vache not washed. Not yet, Benzie. It's time. Liam is better off than Yuki. I like the way you've termed it there. You've nailed it, Safa. Okay, and breathe. Track evolution is indeed chaos, Umarch, as we're about to embark on Q2. You don't drive the RB21, it drives you. Unless, of course, your name is Maximilian Verstappen. Michael Schumacher set his McLaren on average 5 kilometers per hour more entry speed in several corners. That wouldn't surprise me, Joe. That absolutely would have surprised me. 518 if you're watching Kakuna, do me a favour and smash the like. It matters more than you might realise. And shortly thereafter, get your cheeky vote in as to who you have for poll. I'm quite close to putting my money where my mouth is here. I'm quite close. No. I wonder what Max Verstappen's odds are now. I had no front grip, bro. Genius. Oh, Delaney. I really thought Yuki was going to be there. Me too. Global. F1 can really give you a lesson in failed expectations. Like no, 100% Global. You've put it better there, more succinctly and comprehensively than I ever could. Cam will get the poll. I will get the poll always. No. Stylo, is that true? Well, apparently more people have won from 3rd than 2nd, so maybe you're onto something. Overtaking is a thing, absolutely so, I don't know. Max odds still 50% of voters in here. Let me have a look, chat. I shouldn't really explore this. Is UFC tonight? Joe, I believe it is. Ilia Topuria. Dave, I haven't watched it. You'll excuse me, chat. Give me some grace. I haven't had time. I will watch it in the end. The heart rate increases, EGG, yours and mine both. No, I will watch it in the end, but for now. I tell you what, all I've got in my mind, Dave, you'll recall a couple of cycles ago, before Brad Pitt was ever part of a movie, whilst they were, I assume, in the exploratory production stages. Brad Pitt was on the grid and Martin Brundle put a microphone in his face and Brad Pitt didn't even want to know. So now all of a sudden I'm expected to buy into Brad Pitt's pilot. I used to love Brad Pitt. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the... I used to love Brad. Since he failed to put the requisite level of respect on Martin Brundle's name, he lost the fan. And I was never going to clamour when it comes out on my TV and I can watch it for free. $500 of you watching Kikoli. Do me a favour and smash the like. You guys are legends, one and all. I appreciate each and every... What's in the box, James? What's in the box? What's in the box? Was it brilliant? He was incredible, eh? He was incredible. He has, hasn't he, Michael? Not that... Yeah, he has. He has. I agree with you, Michael. You said it there. What's in the box? What's in the... The way he's like this... What a brilliant piece. What's in the box? Should have stayed with Angelina Jolie for the rest of his life. Probably his biggest mistake. Bless him. What's in the box? We are T-minus 11 minutes. This is going to get techie in a minute, chat. It's going to get techie and I'm nervous. Pandora's box. Do not open. Legends of the Falls. Yeah. His wife. Good actor is Brad. Almost as good as Leonardo. Of the DiCaprio variety. Gone, we're going again. I have zero clue about Box's hairstyle. You need to get onto 7. One of the greatest films that I've ever seen. Go on and come off the hour, come off the man. Expect Lando Norris to be quicker around here again in Q2. The second that 2 changes to a 3, however. Shut me up, Lando. Do you know what I mean? Make a mug of me. Challenge accepted, sir. It's a good shout, McLaren. Go used. McLaren bottle Paul. You're not the first person that I've heard say that today, bro. You're not the first person. Oh wow, Mark Matasic, son of Dietrich. Oh wow, Mark Matasic in attendance, yeah. One doesn't hate that. Oh, the humanity. No pressure then, Yuki. Oh wait. It's not like the owners are in attendance or anything. Bloody Nora. Insanity. Out in Q1 and the owners are there. Reminiscent of the one that they call Checo Perez, Mexican Minister of Defense settings. He did that last year. Do you remember he yeeted it into the barrel when the Charlie Muvija 51% owners of Red Bull GmbH were in attendance? There's a time not to put it in the barrier, Checo. Just as with Sonoda-san, there's a time when you probably want to get out of Q1, sir. Just a little bit. Just a tad. You know what I mean, if we're being honest. Right, here we go. Right, your boy needs to start paying attention, doesn't he? Let's go. 500 of you watching Kikoli. Do me a favour, smash a like. Let us go. Meaty end of qualifying coming up. Right, we need to pay attention because the track circumstances evolving by the second. T-minus 8 minutes left on the docket. Currently in your drop zone as Antonelli goes up to 9th. Only the top 10 will get through. You will recall Ollie Behrman in 11th. Colapinto, Norris, Piastri all in the drop zone. Oh my gosh, Behrman just goes up to 6th. It's going to be tight here. The rate at which the track is evolving, per my guy Umanch, makes this techie. So too, it's a congested circumstance as far as the Austrian Grand Prix, the Spielberg Ring, meaning therefore that the risk of safety car, yellow flags is exponentially higher, although we've got runoff area. So net offset, does one offset the other? Lawson currently top of your timing sheet on a 105.24. Where has he come from? That is insane, chat. There he is. Now there's a Max Verstappen, 105.1. But I would contend that he might need to go faster than that. Piastri's on a hot lap and he goes 1/10.5 quicker than Max Verstappen in sector 1. Piastri going purple micro in sector 2. Holy smoke. 28.7. Oh my God. Oscar Piastri 0.3 up on Max Verstappen in sector 2 alone. Wow. Oscar Piastri about to do our first 104 here. He's going to go 104.6, 104.7. 104.5. Oh my goodness. There's some pace in that car, chat. Lando Norris going purple now. Oh my gosh, Lando's about to go even faster than Oscar. Purple. He'll be a 104.4. 104.4 flat, nearly. There is pace, chat. There is pace, chat, in that papaya coloured car. Max will do well to keep these guys honest there. Charles Leclerc in his Ferrari goes third. 5 tenths adrift nearly of bloody Lando. Max Verstappen. Oh no, Max says the car's completely undrivable. I've got no grip, low speed, medium speed, high speed, balance lacking, pace lacking. Oh no. Toto would be on speed by now. You see this? Toto would be like, we're doing bits over here at the boys and girls from Brackley. And bricks of red flag. It is indeed a red flag. Lewis running wide ever so slightly. Squeaky wheel seem to have gotten the grit. Yeah, and I agree with you, Jacob. We've got fire and we've got gravel. This is why they were talking about the plank, where the skid plank being titanium potentially. T minus 5 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. 58% of you sad. The Benz eats chaos. This. I mean, mate, I don't know. I don't know. Never back against Max, but bloody Nora. Those are some really quick laps on McLaren. Oh well. Full stop, new paragraph. I'll see you next year, guys. Do you know what I mean? Same time in 2026. Like, that is chaos. Holy smoke. Right. Yeah, this time might come in handy for who? For Lando, for Max, because the car's broke. I'm reserving expectations of Ferrari. That's not bad from Ferrari, though. I mean, second quickest car this session. Don't hate that. How close is Charles? I mean, don't hate that from Lewis either. Around a track that he's not meant to be very good at. Historically, if you're accounting for head-to-heads. Oh. Where there's smoke, there's fire, bro. I love what you've done there, mate. Oh, I'm disappointed, chap. Those McLarens. There's some special brewing there, isn't there? NOS is what they're using. Piastri fastest, by the way, through the speed trap. 322 kilometers per hour. Oh, the humanity. The gap between third and 10th, by the way, 0.7. It's a short track here. 10 laps or 10 turns even. 105. Jesus. Fix that Red Bull now, says you. Mate, they may as well just leave it now. Do you know what I mean? Here's the pertinent point. The takeaway from this. Max won't hang around with this nonsense. Why would what incentivize him to hang around when Toto's on the bloyer? Toto would be like, you know what, Max, you don't need this anymore. You're better than this. Christian Horner is a philanderer, allegedly. Like, come on. We get. How much do you need? Just write your number on the check, Max. You know what I mean? George, yeah, you don't need to worry about George. I've organised him a drive at Aston Martin already. No, don't worry about Jacob. I'm sorry, mate. Don't worry about George. You know what I mean? Or Kimmich, you tell us who you want as your teammate. Do you want George? You want We'll keep it, whichever one you want. Do you know what I mean? And we'll purchase your private jet and your boat. No, don't worry about those. We've got sponsors. We'll cover that, Max. You know what I mean? Well, you want 200 million a year? You want equity, Matt? Don't worry about that. Jos wants a new house. Sophie wants a new property. Don't worry about that. We got you, Max. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we'll sort that out. Toto will be saying. I'm telling you, it's chaos. Benzi, it's nerve-wracking. Although the orange contingent at the Austrian Grand Prix seem to be in I tell you what though, I'm trying to remember the Q2 circumstance in Suzuka and whether it was more whether hope was more lost than it is now. We restart Q2 in T-3 minutes. Just teasing. Ugh, that brand sword is sold to the devil. There is something in that car, Ray. There is some kind of spirit and wheat. There is stuff in that car. The McLaren is 100% legal. No inertia valve. No double brake duct. No tyre water. Definitely not. Toto does it better than Horner, allegedly. Mercedes have the funds to make Max their driver, and if Max sees no improvement in the car, it'll be tempting to leave. They're talking now. Do you know what I mean? Before it was a rumour, oh, stop talking rubbish, Cameron. Only talk about it when it's breaking. Well, sometimes there is these stories. Sometimes, who's that in the car? Is that Hajar dialed in? Him with his eyes shut. Interestingly, Tom Clarkson on the F1 Nation podcast asked Isaac Hajar to talk his way round Suzuka. Close your eyes and envision Suzuka. He was doing it brilliantly. Turn 1, turn 2, Degner 1. Like he was doing it really, really well. For whatever that's worth. The grass is on fire. I thought we were meant to get, right, T-minus 60 seconds until we get ourselves a cheeky refresh. Housekeeping. I make no apologies for labouring the point. I'm grateful ad infinitum to each and every single one of you who keep me honest, as Max Verstappen is doing, Oscar and Lando, who hold my F1 feet to the flames at each and every single juncture. That's a really good image of Liam. Dialed in, look at that. Dialed in. OG Zilla legend. Max to Mercedes. Now more than ever though, OG. Far too kind as always, but now more than ever. That probability is doing one of these. It's going parabolic by the second now. George to Aston and Sainz to Red Bull. Musical chairs. George to Aston, Sainz to Red Bull. But what about... Look. Maybe. May perhaps. I think they'll realise that they need somebody stronger, more first drivery than Carlos though to replace Max. I don't think he'll go there anyway now, since they turned him down in the first instance when he was in his time of need. But you're a legend, OG Zilla. Thank you so much. Too kind as always. I was just about to say for housekeeping, whilst we're in intermission, do me a favour and smash the like, please. It is free in the first instance and it helps the channel massively. We're trying to do purple sectors here in 2025 June of. In the second instance, if you want to click the cheeky join member and become a member, then remember to become a member or something. You'll get your access, priority in the chat each and every single time, get your access to the Discord and a cheeky newsletter that I try and get out once a week. Carlos trashing the car. It must be an SH1 to. Yeah, but the problem is with that, as much as I love me some Carlos Sainz Jr., Galito, Vamos, Dale, as much as I love a bit of Carlos, like flipping Nora, mate. Where's Alex Albon? He's through to Q. Well, he'll probably be through to Q3 in a couple of minutes, maybe. At least he made it through to Q2. What's the jam cam? Working hard, I see. You and your barber ain't friend. Easy. Easy. I tried a thing and it didn't work out. I tried a thing. I'm gonna have to get it sorted out, mate. It's not looking good at the moment, Easy. The joke that the best way for me to characterize it, Easy, is as follows. Around here on Cameron C's head is purple sectors. Up the middle though, DNF, really, really bad. And so your boy doesn't want to, where do you sign up? At the bottom of your screen, Dave, there should be a button that says join. At the bottom somewhere, just underneath the video if you want a mobile. But I appreciate you, Dave. Yeah, no, it's not looking good, EC. I make no apologies for being a bit insecure. I can't. I think Max will be going to Aston Martin. Well, it's one of the two, isn't it? It is. It will be one of the two. I don't think at this stage. Why would he stay at Red Bull? It's not like they're building a god tier powertrain for next year. Ford and there's no telling now. Maybe they do something. I tried a thing. There is Jamaican heritage in there somewhere. I'm telling you. Sometimes you'll see it come to the surface. It will show out sometimes from time to time. Shout out to Mama Cameron and Cameron Senior. Can I ask a simple question? Where is Max without Red Bull? And where is Red Bull without Max? Ugh. I think where is Red Bull without Max is the most interesting of those two questions. Max has his pick of the litter, right? Toto will literally kick George in the chest, drop kick him, WWE style. If it means that he can get a whiff of the signature of Max, how many times do I need to say? I will reiterate that for the avoidance of doubt at every single juncture as and when required. However, you can Red Bull sign. Everybody know the secret's out, right? That only Max can drive the car. Like who? Natural mystic blowing through the air. If you listen carefully, then you will hear. So many more will have to. Don't ask me why. Embrace it, come shave it off. Andy B. Oh, the humanity. I can't do it. Well, I did do it, Andy B. I did do it, but it grew back at different rates. T-minus 2 minutes. Those in the drop zone are as follows. Alex Albon, Behrman, Alonso in 13th, Bortoletto 14th, Franco Colapinto in 15th. Go on, Franco. I'm kind of rooting for Franco, even though I'm not a big fan of him anymore. It's going to get techie. Currently top of your timing sheets. 104.4. Look at the laps that they're doing on them tight. Hang on. Come on, Corinne. Get with the program, chap. George is, of course, on an out lap. So currently you've got Behrman, Bortoletto going for one. Verstappen does a 16.4. Bloody no, he's a 10th for drift. A 10th and a half for drift already is Max Verstappen of Oscar Piastri, this latest tour. No, my God, the McLarens have just got too much pace, haven't they? Look at that. Bortoletto goes up into third. 104.8. That makes me think one thing. that we've underestimated the rate at which the track is evolving in real time with T minus 54 seconds left on the docket. Wind coming in from the southwest, 4.0 kilometers per hour. Track temperature and air respectively 47 and 28.0 degrees Celsius respectively. Lando Norris about to go quicker here or not. 104.4, still has the whip hand though. A tenth and a half on Oscar Piastri. Watch them do the U-turn. Pressurised circumstance. Easy G. Lando Norris 1.0, aka Dustin from Stranger Things. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Lawson up into 7th. Oh, the humanity. London architecture legend. Cameron, thoughts on Ferrari possibly opening up a UK base? Is the story just deflecting from the obvious personnel inadequacies back in Maranello? So, Nico, I think that came from Nico Rosberg on the broadcast last race weekend at Canada. I think in the aftermath on the debrief show, you said a couple of things. Antonelli up to 8th. Let's cover this and then we'll get back to that. London architect, you're far too kind, I promise. George Russell up into 5th. In your drop zone currently. Who's on a lap? No one. Look at this. I think that's it, chat. Nobody's on a hot lap at all. Hajar's gone. Behrman's gone. Gasly on a lap. Gasly going green actually. And so too Alex Albon and Colapinto. So maybe those boys. Leclerc goes up to 3rd. Max Verstappen down to 4th. Go on then. Go on then, Pierre. He's looking at you. Goes purple micro sector 2. Gasly's in for a shout here. Oof. Pierre Gasly goes up to 6th. Don't hate that. Fernando Alonso backed out, but all eyes on Alex Albon. Is he going to bring more shame on Carlos Sainz's name here? He'll be close. Oh no! Alex Albon does not make it. Only a 105.205. That's it. That's done. Everybody's out. So your drop zone out in Q2, therefore. Fernando El Plan Alonso, man from Oviedo, Asturias. Hajar gone. Colapinto gone. Ollie Behrman also gone. Through to Q3, the proper paid session. Lando Norris, Piastri, Leclerc on 104.4, 0.5 and 0.7 respectively. Look, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Max Verstappen. Look at that. Hajar beaten by Lawson. Andy B, you're a legend. How Lawson, put some respect on his name, eh? Thought that he was gone. Hajar had beaten him into a pulp. Not anymore. Look at that. Wow. And Bortoletto up to 5th. What? The era of the rookies is upon us. Therefore, Antonelli through. Lawson through. Bortoletto through. What the fudge? Bortoletto. And Hulkenberg was 20th and last. Mate. No, Miami, you can't go. Come on. You can't go. You can't wish Red Bull on Liam Lawson. Nobody can drive that car. Have a lemonade on me, Camp. You're a legend. I appreciate you, Delaney. You guys are special. I'm nervous now, though. What can Max do here? And Charles, apparently. Look at this. Lewis Hamilton in 8th. 4.9. Only 2 tenths of drift, to be fair. Kind of. 2.5 tenths of drift of Charles. Sab have done all right, haven't they? Benzie. Jonathan Wheatley all of a sudden getting the best out of their young steed in Bortoletto. At least Liam, my boys, clap. Yeah, no, don't hate it, me. They've got to put to his face. I didn't see that in him. Foxy Century in the house. Let's go. Nearly 700 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like as we build this channel at the altar of your not insubstantial, robust shoulder. I'm telling you, my name is above the door, but I will make no apologies for labouring the point. This is you guys, do you know what I mean? This is a conversation about F1, the sporting endeavour par excellence that we know and love and have been watching all our lives. Hajar sniffing cost him 2 tenths. Oh no, leave Isaac alone. I know, he's been good thus far season to date. Better than I thought he would be. But now this is Liam Lawson's time. He looked dialed in, didn't he? You see the picture of Liam Lawson? I thought it was Hajar meditating. It wasn't. It was Lawson getting his flow state on. I don't hate that. You guys are brutal, says Joe. Q3. No, Q3 coming up in a minute. Darius. And breathe. And breathe. 604 of you in the chat can Cody, do me a favour and smash the like. Your boy out here, Mum Spaghetti. I'm sweating. Super unnecessary. From Max Verstappen. Allah Jorge Masvidal. Super necessary. I've gone for Lando and Paul and I'm sticking to my guns. Elusive. You and Easy G together. I don't hate it. You should do it. He's plenty quick enough. There's never been a question about Lando, has it? Is he good enough to put it on pole? You bet your bottom dollar he is. 1000%. But does he have the execution portion of it? It's not about possibility. Is whether he can stop seizing defeat from the Moors no jaws of victory. That's the problem with Lando. That's always been his problem. Speed isn't it. As we get a bit of bro, I don't know. My heart can take it much longer. Easy G. You and me both. It's a nervous circumstance. It really is nervous. It's Max Emilian Verstappen time. Let's go. Let's go. And breathe. And breathe. I'm a bit nervous, chat. I'm a bit nervous, me. Do you know what I mean? A bit nervous. 5:30 of you in the chat can currently do me a favour and smash the like. It matters more than you guys might realise. But we are looking to go purple sectors this. Yeah, something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna get a ticket. I am yeah, proper squeaky bum time, Brett. Bortoletto time, says Benzi. Oh, the humanity. Here he is, Mr. 9739, back with a vengeance. Ferrari did not change their rear suspension. Will did it later on. I don't know what you mean, Mr. 9739. They brought the new parts though. They brought new suspension and new floor. I think we have that officially in the FIA docs. Maybe they didn't put it on. I don't know. Just like Oscar didn't put on the new suspension at the Canadian Grand Prix. Here's the man. Come after man. Come after hour. Gonna have to do something special here, though, man. This might be more impressive than Suzuka. If the big dog can drop it on pole. Big if. Isaac in French. Let's go. Max Verstappen, by the way, 16-1 to drop it on pole. I will say no more than that. So probably not quite as impressive as Suzuka, which was 18-1. By the way, if we're translating to probability, let's do it quickly. 16-1. They're saying, therefore, oh my gosh, if we run this qualifying session Q300 times, that Max Verstappen drops it on pole 6 times. In Suzuka, at 18-1. I do this because I don't want anybody. If Max Verstappen drops it on pole, I don't want anybody. Oh well, the car was fast. Yeah, well the car don't revise history because 18-1 and 16-1. That's bloody 5% of the time and 6% of the time. So let's not revise history if he gets it done. Come on, Cam. You're lacking confidence. I am indeed, Benzi. I am inherently skeptical. Changing geography won't help Scuderia even. We need a yard sale, a purge of 100%, Giovanni. Very well said, sir. Just to burn it to the ground, right? Burn it to the ground and start again. Build from ground zero. It's not good enough what's going on at Scuderia Ferrari. Not by half at all. Not by half. Right, let's have a go. But. Yuki Tsunoda 18th, imagine. Yeah, the car's a rocket ship, isn't it? That RB21 is a rocket ship, of course it is. Such a rocket ship that Max is going to pick up and leave that team. Imminently call it. Cam, does Lando choke? I think so. It's a big choke if he chokes this one. I hope he doesn't. I hope Lando. Let me say this. I'd love a Max pole. I would love to see Lando beating Oscar for once. This will keep it interesting. Do you know what I mean? Rule number 1 for this channel: never bet against Maximilian Verstappen. Never in your life. Not now. Not ever. Lest you wish to lose all of your money. That's the truth. He's got to convert. That's right, Ted. Ted's used the right word. Lando has to convert. He's got to convert, Kyle. It's all about conversion. The minerals are there. The building blocks are there. You just need to put the roof atop the house. You know what I mean? Convert. Like, you can't. All this potential in a vacuum means nothing to anyone. All right. I'll call it now. Joe says, oh no, Joe, you're cursing it. Go on, let's see where we are in 10 minutes time, eh? 10 minutes and 15 seconds time to be precise. I'm more nervous than nervous thing. Kyle, have you got a PhD that you can lend me? I need some like academic excellence between you and Tony and Umarch. Do you know what I mean? Proper academia par excellence. Flipping Nora, George. Chill out, mate. Can you relax yourself? Unsafe release, George. Come on, George. Come on, George. My arms. Palms are sweaty, mom spaghetti. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better breathe. You better breathe is what you need to do, Cameron. 600 of you in the chat. Do me a favour. Smash the like. It helps. We have 200 likes before the stream ends in the next 10 minutes. We've got to get ourselves to at least 300 likes. Por favor. Por favor. Oh, wow, look at that. There's the context that Bernie Collins gives us. Max only has one set of soft tyres. Fresh ones. What's he going out on? No, so, okay. So Max Verstappen, okay. So Max is saving the proper soft compound run to last. Max Verstappen currently out on scrubs. The one that they call Charles Leclerc is out on fresh ones. So too Piastri and so too McLaren. Oh my gosh. Unsafe release all over the show. Max Verstappen saying, whoa, okay. Max Verstappen almost hit my loss. What are we doing here? Chaos. Absolute chaos. Go on then, Oscar. What do you mean you straight line? Oh, the straight line's the buzz a bit down. Only 1 kilometer per hour though. Chanduk. Kurun. I need to put some respect on Kurun's name, to be fair. He's been quite good. Giovanni, you're a legend of far too come. Joe Cammy, you're the only one who's noticed I am indeed related. I can tell you the family is embarrassed at taking money while they can. Oof. Oof. We'll talk about it, Giovanni, once we're out of Q3 purgatory. I'm nervous. Are you actually related, Giovanni? I didn't even clock that. We'll next time we will talk about it properly, as we are T-minus 6 minutes and 34 seconds left. Oh my gosh, look at Lando. Lando has the whip hand, eh? Look at that. Don't hate that. Oh, wow. He's got the first banker lapping. Max Verstappen, 0.7 seconds adrift. Oh, the humanity, chat. The USET's not worth 6/10 though, Harry. Bloody Nora. Look at that. Charles Leclerc, eh? Come after hour, come after man on a 104.4. Look at that. Lewis Hamilton goes quicker than Max. Oh my gosh. Toto on the phone. Max, have you written your number on the contract yet? On the check? The blank check that we gave you? Mate, this is chaos. If that's where, if Max qualifies 6th, you know what the next move is. If indeed we're playing 4/5D level chess. 600 of you in the chat can go to do me a favour and smash a like. 700 of you in the chat even. How is this possible? Because the car's rubbish. That's why. Not rubbish all the time. It's quick it's quick in anomalous circumstances, right? When they can hook you up. It's temperamental to set up. They've brought upgrades and it sounds like it's... Go on and Max. Oh, this is chaos. Hamilton and Lewis turn on drama. Can we? I can't. Delaney, I'm straight. Max has more time in him. 100%. Cameron, poetic justice. Benzi. It ain't over, says Benzi, until it's over. I have been in the lab too much, Crackosaurus. Meh. He started from further back. He'll be fine. The problem is, Mood, I don't think he's got the race pace. If there's anything that was to be done, it was to be in qualifying. Here we go. Put on the proper tyres now on Max and let's see what's going on. Remember, for the avoidance of doubt, Max Verstappen. Copium. Max in each of the 5 qualifying sessions. Each of the last 5 qualifying sessions. All right, life after. Let's have a go. T-minus 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the docket in 10 seconds time. Oh my gosh. He'll be fine, me, says Max. He's not bad, Max. He's not a bad peddler. Shakedown Shez says it best. If Max had retired after 2021, then he'd still be on the Mount Rushmore of F1. Didn't have anything else to prove after that. Is the truth. The honest truth and nothing but the truth. I'm nervous though, chat. Oh my gosh. T-minus 3 minutes and 5 seconds left on the docket and you boy out deep breaths each and every single time, Delaney. Oh my gosh. Come in. It's there, Benzi. I should have linked it, mate. Supermax. Oof. Unsafe release, any? Not really. Do me a favour, smash the like, chat. I'm nervous. Palms are sweaty. Literally, no joke. No euphemism whatsoever. Everybody on brand new tyres. Oh no. Can you say one shot quali, eh? Can you say one shot quali? I suspect, to be fair, Karen Chandup makes the point that I was just about to. Lando Norris now has a banker lap. This is a very different circumstance to previous. This isn't Monaco anymore. He has his banker lapping. Although Charles Leclerc's breathing down his neck kind of 2/10. He just needs to go out and consolidate for it. What are you doing? What's Lando doing? Get a move on, Lando. Can't just wait there in perpetuity, sir. Everybody's out on brand new softs apart from Antonelli, apart from Bortoletto. It is looking good for Lando, to be fair to. Bless him. It is looking good for Lando. It looks like it. It looks like it, Cabrito. The black horse is looking good. Right? Yeah, no, they are. The Ferraris look good. to be fair. T-1 minute left on the docket. We are in the dying embers of qualifying and I'm nervous as fudge. I cannot lie. Lando or Max even. Holy smoke, he's gone purple. 16.4. 16.4 is a tenth and a bit off, but he's going quick in sector 2 is Max. But he'll need to go, do some maths. 800ths adrift is Max Verstappen off of Lando Norris's pole time provisional pole. Let's see how he can get on in sector 2. He's going purple. He's pushing his Max. Oh wow, Charles Leclerc goes sector 1 fastest on a 16.32, 200ths quicker, 28.68. Oh, he's still slower as Max. And then Lando goes purple again. Look at that, 2/10 or a tenth and a half at least quicker than Max Verstappen. Max is pushing, but micro. Oh no, yellow micro sectors. Yellow flag. Fudge cake, yellow flag on the track. As Max eased back. Oh no! Max has sat it off. 7th, Max Verstappen. Lando, the racing gods are smiling down on that fella today. And now the track's clear. Fudge, it's killed Max. Look at that. George Russell going through, goes into 5th. Jeez. Lando Norris has the whip hand, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like the yellow flags affected all of them, right? Charles Leclerc. Lando nailed it. Look at that. Fudge cake. Lando Norris has pole. Props to Lando. A year of little faith. Cameron, he goes quickest yet, and still look at that. A 103.971. Props to Lando. Gotta give it to him. Look at that. Lewis Hamilton in 4th. Max down in 7th. Chat. Oh, the humanity. On a 104.929. Behind, by the way, Liam Lawson. Bortoletto, look at that. Max Verstappen. The meat in a Lawson and Bortoletto rookie sandwich. Oh, the humanity. This is bad, ladies and gentlemen. Lando clapping cheeks. No, he did well, to be fair, Lando. I've got to be chuffed for the chap. I have to be chuffed for him. That's by a mile. I mean, fortune favours the brave sometimes, right? Yeah, Piastri didn't back out, but the yellow flag, ghastly yellow flag, disables DRS, and then you've got to come out the throttle ever so slightly. Do one of these like you do in karting, just to let the drivers or the stewards know even that you've seen the yellow and you acknowledge the danger. Oh, the humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, talk to me nice, says EG. It's true, Easy G. This is your time, mate. Lando Norris was just imperious today. Oh, for crying out loud. Pierre Gasly, it's the last turn, you joke, man. What a clown show. I don't think it would have made any difference, though, to be honest. Lando was on it today. That banker lap helped, no. I think Lando's lot is to make sure that he doesn't, if he can at all, try and avoid the pressurised circumstances. Cream rises to the top. Pierre is probably not going to get an invitation to fly back on Max's plane. No, Max will be livid. Look at this. He had to back out. He backed out big time. Not good. This is the McLaren show, ladies and gentlemen, and therefore undue. Lando's just a bit sensitive. The vacation was more important. I don't disagree with that. The vacation and the break. Oscar is cooked. Easy G. Oscar is cooked. Lando has the whip hand and he's a quicker driver, but he's just got to start executing more consistently is the point. No, not in the end. Oh my gosh. Well, he's less than a tenth. 0.492 from Shaw. 0.582. That's less than a tenth. By my very noddy maths. Not that I'm an accountant or anything. You guys are legends. I'm going to go away. I'm going to try and put together a cheeky qualifying reaction video. Lando Norris is back. Lando 2.0, eh? Well, let's see tomorrow. Your runners and riders for the race will be Lando Norris 2.0, Charles Leclerc, aka modern day Gilles Villeneuve, maybe. Maybe. Look at that. Half a second down the road, though, from P1. Jeez. Piastri, P3. Hamilton, George, Lawson, Max Verstappen in P7. Toto on speed dial to the foursome, some say soon to be 5-time champion. Bortoletto in 8th. Antonelli in 9th. Pierre Gasly in 10th. Oh, the humanity. It will be chaos. We'll be back at some point. We'll do the Saturday show, 8 p.m. today, later on. And then, of course, we'll be back 30 minutes before the race tomorrow. Congrats to Lando Norris 2.0 for delivering on his not insubstantial potential. For once, EasyG for the second or third time this season. Mention no names. Australia and Monaco qualifying. It's not bad, that Lando felly. Thou shalt put some respect, Cameron CC, on his name. Between now and next time, the prosecution rests no further questions. Your Honour.